my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is the finale of this unboxing. I'm really not sure what's left. I've opened a lot of big books already, and we got just this stack. It's not that much from what I can see. It's like maybe 5 or 6 slabs, but let's get into it. It should be fun. We'll see what's inside. I'm actually really curious about these ones. These are really well packed, so I'm curious what's inside, that they did a really amazing packing job. So let's get into it. Okay. So this first one is just a really nice looking book. I believe it's Wally Wood art. Not Wally Wood. Bill Ward. I believe Bill Ward art. This is Hollywood Secrets #1. I think it's Bill Ward art, actually. Just a really cool cover. And it's Bell Features No Date, Canadian edition. Now, so this is the interesting thing. So this is a reprint. It's the Canadian version of Hollywood Secrets #1, which would have come out probably a month or 2 months, or even sometimes at the same time as the American version. Usually it was a little bit later. And the interesting thing for me is that the American edition, they label the fact that it's Bill Ward art, cover art, but in the Canadian edition, they don't. They're pretty much identical. The only difference is the fact that, well, it is mentioned, it is a Bell feature rather than, I forgot who did the original. But yeah. And then the back would be different as well. So they'll put a different ad on the back. But it's really high grade. These books are usually pretty rough, especially the Canadian editions. And the Canadian editions are much rarer than the American ones. Usually about 1/10 as many copies out there. So just a really cool book. Hollywood Secrets #1. The Bell Features Canadian variant. So yeah, so that was cool. So let's see what's inside these ones. I'm kind of curious. It better be something good. For all this interesting packing, it better be some amazing book. I put it in the finale just because I thought, oh, if it's packed this way, it must be something super valuable. So we'll find out if I'm right. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I now know what the two things are. But it's not a major book per se, but it is a cool thing. And I think there's a bonus as well. Let's see. Or it might be part of my order. Oh, yes. Okay. So this is like a little collection. Like a little collection. No pun intended. You'll see what I mean by that. Okay. So I've been collecting Mighty Midget comics. And you'll actually, in this final unboxing, there'll be actually several Mighty Midget comics. Okay. The first one is this one. And let me just get all the tape off. Then I can actually get it out of the case. The plastic, I mean. Oh, this painter's tape can be really sticky. Okay. So this is the Mighty Midget one. And just thought, I got this for such a great deal. So I bought 3 things from this guy. And basically I was buying these 9x4 slabs of these Mighty Midget comics for $80. And the last sales were like well over 100 for the same grade. I think it was like double, actually, the previous sales. But this is Minutemen. And this is, you'll notice the little 12 up here. Now, either there's a number 11 or number 12. The number 12 editions are a little bit rarer. They're just rarer, issues. The number 11s were mass printed. These ones, because they weren't as popular characters, they didn't get the love and the number of printings. So number 12s are actually a little bit rarer, harder to find. But, this is Minutemen. And I think it's either the highest grade or second highest grade on the census. And what does it say? It says, Mighty Midget Comics number 12, Fawcett Publications, 1943. And then it says what the other issues that you could get. And the issues are Balbo, Bulletmen, Commando Yank, Phantom Eagle, Lance O'Casey, Minutemen, Mr. Scarlet, and Pinky version exist. Okay, so those are all the different versions. I have every single one of those except for Lance O'Casey, which I probably will pick up at some point. So yeah, so this is Minutemen, Mighty Midget Comics number 12. And then, with that, there was another midget comic. This is Balbo, and he's like the boy magician. Just a little, as I said, this is a very little one. You got the two comics. So, very cool. And they're both in high grade. I mean, this is like minty condition. I don't know why he didn't get this one slabbed as well. But, it's really cool to get books of this age in such a high grade. I feel like there must have been some kind of warehouse find because these are really high grade. I'm going to show you one more Mighty Midget, and it's in the second package. And it's another really high grade one. So basically what happened was I just put in a whole bunch of best offers and he accepted them all. So I got a whole bunch of books from the same vendor, like 3 books I believe, or 4 books. 3 or 4. There's a bunch. One sec. This one's a little harder to get out. Okay. Okay. And so that one was pretty impressive. A 9.4 for a 1940s book. Pretty impressive. But this one's even more impressive. And I paid the same price. So it's just really great deal. Let's see if I can get it out. Very challenging. Wow. Okay. So this is a 9.6. 9.6. And I'll take it out of the plastic so you can see it. So Commando Yank and a 9.6. Actually, looks like there's a bit of a something on this. Oh, maybe no. Oh, actually, okay, that's inside. Okay, so they're just the way that they put like a extra seal and just goes up right into there. So I thought there was something wrong with the slab, but there isn't. It's just the way the inner seal is done. So this is Mighty Midget Comics number 12. So same issue number. I know it's weird, but same issue number. They don't denote it by the title. Fawcett Publications, 1943, and it's a white pager. So just a really high grade. This is, I think, the highest grade on the census for this book. And again, it's one of the 7 different issues that were number 12s. So yeah, so just really cool. And if you'll notice, the back is blank. So yeah, so just a really cool book, these Mighty Midget Comics. So that's from 1943 in a 9.6. Just crazy high grade. Okay, we got 2 more books to do. Should be hopefully something cool. Okay, so this one I wasn't even sure if I was going to get. I got this for the under the cost of the slab. I think I got it for the opening bid, which was like $20 or something. This is Jet Comics number 2. It's a 1.0, really low grade, but it presents really nicely. I just thought this was a cool cover. Of the Jets, there's only 2 that I really like, and they're the 2 Good Girl covers. There's only 4 in the whole Jet run. I believe it's 2 and 3 that are both Good Girl art covers. I just thought this one was really nice. I like the dinosaur and, you know, the kind of funky looking dinosaur. And the girl kind of like trying to crawl away. It's just like just a really cool comic. So yeah. So, and it's Bob Powell art. And these Jet powers, they're also labeled by A1 title. So it's like A1 Comics, and this is A1 Comics number 32. So it's weird how that works. There's like a whole bunch of different titles, all under the A1 Comics titles series. And this is A1 Comics number 32. And these were from Magazine Enterprises. So just a cool book from 1951. Low grade, but I can't complain because I got it for the opening bid, and it was like really the cost of the slab. So really, really affordable. Okay, this next book is actually a really cool one as well. And it's a really great, this is one that actually almost made it onto my top 10 list of books that I was looking for this year, because I really like this cover. I think it's a cool decapitation cover, and it's a great pre-code horror cover. This magazine is Haunted, number 10, and this is from this is a Sheldon Moldoff cover, and it's just a really great one. Like, the guy's going fishing and he catches a head. The head seems a little creepy. Actually, it reminds me, speaking of creepy, it reminds me of actually Cousin Eerie from Warren Publishing. If you know, you know. So Cousin Eerie, this is kind of what he looks like. It kind of reminds me of him. But this is from 1953, and it says Classic Severed Head Cover. It's just a cool one. I just thought it was always really cool. So this magazine is Haunted, number 10. And that's it for this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed all the stuff that I showed all along the way. It wasn't necessarily in order of biggest to smallest or anything like that, but I think the previous video had some pretty amazing books, and the previous had some amazing books, and there was one that just, I was like pulling out big book after big book. So lots of great stuff in this unboxing. I recommend you, if you haven't already, watch the previous episodes, because there's just some really great stuff that I showed, and I really appreciate everyone making it all this way through. And stay tuned for the next big unboxing, which will happen soon probably. And thanks again for watching. Bye for now.